Hello everyone. In the last lesson, we discussed about the chromosomal theory of inheritance, in which I told you about that how the chromosomes they act as the carrier of the genes and how the genes they are inherited from one generation to the next generation along with the chromosomes. Today we will talk about the experimental verification of the chromosomal theory of inheritance. And this experimental verification of the chromosomal theory of inheritance was given by Thomas Hunt Morgan, or simply you can say T.H. Morgan and his colleagues. T.H. Morgan made different dihybrid crosses, and he considered two genes, that how the two genes which are located on the same chromosome, they are inherited from one generation to the next generation. Both the genes, the two genes, they were located on the same chromosome. He selected X chromosome, the sex chromosome, that was X chromosome, and the genes they were located on the X chromosome. And when he made dihybrid crosses, he couldn't get, or you can say he did not observe, the ratio of the dihybrid cross, which was 9:3:3:3:1, which was given by the Mendel. So in the dihybrid crosses of the T.H. Morgan, the dihybrid ratio was entirely different from the ratio which was obtained by the Gregor John Mendel in his breeding experiment. The pattern of the inheritance here in the experiment of T.H. Morgan was entirely different, and by his experiment the dihybrid cross as given by the Mendel was criticized by his experiment. Mendel, so I have written here, the T.H. Morgan carried several dihybrid crosses, and he made so many dihybrid crosses in Drosophila. Drosophila insect. Drosophila is the scientific name of fruit fly. The fruit fly, scientific name Drosophila melanogaster. So he selected the experimental organism, and that was Drosophila. And in Drosophila, the genes they were located where? On the sex chromosome. They were sex linked, means the genes they were located on the X chromosome. Now there is a question that why T.H. Morgan selected fruit fly or Drosophila melanogaster for the dihybrid process for his experiment. Some of the reasons I have written here. As the Morgan selected fruit fly for the following reasons: the fruit fly could be grown on simple synthetic medium in the laboratory. The Drosophila insect, or you can say the fruit fly, they can grow inside the culture medium, inside the synthetic medium, in the laboratory condition. Suppose if you are going to add the culture media, the synthetic media, the fruit fly can normally grow into the synthetic medium. Second, the life cycle is only about 2 weeks. The Drosophila, or you can say the fruit fly, their life cycle is very less. The life cycle is completed just within 2 weeks, or you can say within 15 days. So he can study about the different generation and about the result. Second, a single mating could produce large number of fly. When the male and female, they reproduce together in a single mate, means in a single crossing, or you can say in the reproduction in a single mating, the large number of flies they can be produced by Drosophila. It has 4 pairs of the chromosome. The total number of chromosomes are 8, or you can say 4 pairs of the chromosomes are there, and these chromosomes, they are not identical. All these chromosomes, they are different in their size. And also sexual dimorphism. In fruit fly, the male and female can be easily distinguished. There is the sexual dimorphism. The male is smaller and female is bigger in size. So because of the differences in the sexes, the male and female, both they are easily observable or can be distinguished to each other. And the last one is because of the many hereditary variations also. In fruit fly, so many variations, a lot of variants, Drosophila are to be there. So because of the following reasons, the T.H. Morgan selected fruit fly for his experiment to make the dihybrid crosses, and all these reasons are very, very important. Sometimes there may be the question that give the reasons why T.H. Morgan selected Drosophila or fruit fly for his experiment. So these points are very, very important and you have to learn. The T.H. Morgan, in this experiment, he coined the term linkage and crossing over. The T.H. Morgan hybridized the 2 variants of the Drosophila. I have written here, in one Drosophila the color of the body was yellow and the color of the eye was white, and in one Drosophila the color was brown and the color of eye was red. Means in the dihybrid cross, when he made in the Drosophila, he obtained the F1 progeny. Again, in the intercross of the F1 progeny, then he obtained the F2 ratio. And I have written here, in the F2 ratio, the 2 genes did not segregate independently of each other, and F2 ratio deviated from 9:3:3:1. As you know, in law of independent assortment, which was given by Gregor John Mendel, both the genes, both the alleles of a character, they are independent to assort the alleles of other character during the gamete formation. And because of the law of independent assortment, Mendel observed the ratio, and that was 9:3:3:1. But here, in this case, in the dihybrid cross which was conducted by T.H. Morgan, this ratio was deviated. And what was the reason? The crosses are same, Mendel did the dihybrid cross, and here also the T.H. Morgan is making the dihybrid cross. But why the ratio is different here? It is because of the linkage. So Morgan coined the two terms linkage and recombination. The linkage is the tendency of the linked gene to inherit together at the time of gamete formation. And as you know, the crossing over is the process of the exchange of chromatin materials in between the non-homologous chromosomes. And if the genes, they are located distantly from each other, the chances of non-parental combination or the chances of crossing over is more. And because of the non-parental combination, the crossing over, because of the recombination, Mendel got the ratio, and that was 9:3:3:1. But here in the case of Drosophila, both the genes, they were located on the sex chromosome, X chromosome, and the distance between the genes were very less. They were tightly close to each other, and that's why the parental combination was more in comparison to the recombination. Here I have written the parental combination is 98.7%, while the non-parental combination, it was 1.3%, and this non-parental combination may be due to the crossing over. Let me to explain with the help of the chromosome. Suppose here the paired chromosomes are present, they are present in the paired form, and the genes, they are located here. The gene, this gene is A, this one is the B, C, D. These genes are situated where? On the chromosomes, on the different locus. What is linkage? First you try to understand what are the linked genes. The linked genes are the genes which are closely associated with each other. Suppose this is the chromosome and these are the genes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. A and B, both they are linked gene. B and C also, these are the linked gene. Linked gene means the genes which are closely associated with each other. And what are non-linked gene? Suppose A and G or I is here, the location of the genes are so far. Or suppose if some of the genes, they are located on the different chromosomes, they are also called non-linked gene. Suppose a particular gene is present on the first chromosome and one more gene is located on the second chromosome, they are said to be non-linked gene. But almost if the genes, they are located on the same chromosome, they lie very close to each other, these genes are called linked gene. And if the linked gene, suppose A, B, C, D, all these genes, they are located on the same chromosome, at the time of segregation, at the time of gamete formation, suppose the gametes are going to be produced, and all the genes like A, B, C, D, it comes inside the gamete together, this is said to be what? Linkage. So linkage is the tendency of all the linked gene to transfer, to inherit together during the gamete formation. And when the process of linkage will take place, when the strong linkage will be there, if the genes they are located very close, or they are tightly packed, or the distance is very less, the linkage will be stronger. Suppose here A and B, they lie together. A and B linkage is more in between A and B. The distance of A and C is little bit more from in comparison to the A and B. So the linkage of A and C, it will be less than the linkage between A and B. A and D, again it will be less linkage. So linkage is stronger. Overall, I can explain, linkage is stronger if the genes they are located very close, and linkage is weak when the genes are located so far. Suppose if a particular gene is located on a particular chromosome and some more genes they are located on the different chromosomes, the linkage will be very less and the recombination will be more. Here, or in this case also, suppose a single chromosome is there, A is located here and D is located here. The distance is so far, or they are distantly located, that's why the linkage is less, and recombination is more. If the genes they are located so far to each other, the linkage will be less and recombination will be more. If the genes they are located very close, the linkage will be more and recombination will be less. So linkage and recombination both they are opposite to each other, and because of the linkage, T.H. Morgan, when he made the dihybrid process in the Drosophila, the dihybrid ratio was, he got the dihybrid ratio different from the ratio which was obtained by the Mendel. And why Mendel got the ratio 9:3:1? Because the genes they were located so far, and because of the recombination, because of the crossing over, Mendel got the ratio 9:3:1. So overall, linkage is the tendency of the linked gene to inherit together during the gamete formation. Linkage is stronger if the genes are located very close, and if the genes are located so far or the distance is too much in between the two genes, the linkage will be less and the recombination will be more. So that's all about linkage and crossing over. Tomorrow I will teach you in the next lesson about sex determination, that how the sex is determined in the human beings, in birds, in insects, and in others. Please note down some of the questions which I have taught to you today. Question number 1. Name the scientist who proposed experimental verification of chromosomal theory of inheritance. Name the scientist who proposed the experimental verification of chromosomal theory of inheritance. Question number 2. Write the scientific name of the fruit fly. Write the scientific name of the fruit fly on which T.H. Morgan did his experiment. Question number 3. Write the differences between linkage and crossing over. Write the differences between linkage and crossing over. Next question. Give the regions why T.H. Morgan selected fruit fly for his experiment. So that's all for today. Tomorrow I will teach you the next topic. Thanks.